G'day Ross. Rightio. This is the Birdie 28 we talked about. So we've got basically duckboard right around the top edge, the cockpit, and in the cockpit through the walkway just there. Things to do, we'll start on the deck here. We've marked pretty well where everything goes. You can probably give us another mil or two around the outside edges of everything. In here there's a bit of a return. I don't know whether you want to print them and we just stick little bits down in there or not. Obviously everything needs little rounds in them. They were marked squares, we'll just mark them with rounds, but I thought you'd sort that out. We're going to have to fix up a hole under here, so don't do cutouts for these rod holders. They were hidden underneath the boat, underneath the old existing shit that was down. This just isn't sitting in place because I'm worried it's going to fall in the water. But yeah, just allow a little bit around the outside of those to give us a little bit of freedom. This is one piece from here to here, one corner piece, one piece, one piece. The centre line here is pretty much the centre line down there as well. Sort of not really, depends which way you angle yourself. Probably far enough away to not matter too much, but we've got these centres here because of the join, so that's what we've worked on out here, and yeah, it flows in there. So around here we've got the same. We could probably, as you're cutting it out, just give us that little off cut, or maybe stick them down there. Again, put little rounds in for us, a little bit of extra room around those. That one's a bit of a dodgy one because it comes down from the combing edge and then cuts off around here, so we'll probably just cut out around that one and maybe cut in a little bit around that. You'll make a good decision on that one. Cut off around that one as well. Yep, and it flows on up there. Make those little rounds, little return rounds on that one there as well. The angle of it all. Right, move on to the cockpit floor. So we just marked right around the outside edge. Is about the right where we want it. With texture is the edge. And around that. And then it goes up under these hatches, but they're not quite sitting in the right spot at the moment, but they have got marks of where they actually go. So it needs to all get moved over and played with a bit. They're the right bolt holes underneath, so I'll show you. So the bolt holes underneath here are marked on there, so maybe just give us a little another mil or so of clearance around everything. Hatch, pretty simple. Fuel cap cut out. We were thinking, oh, we were going to move this forward, aren't we?
Yeah, 7 mil, and it's on that line. It was.
Yeah, so we've got the markers where everything joins back up for everywhere, and then everything should just run through. So we've got a panel there. We're thinking one panel here, one panel here, sorry. One panel here, one panel here, and one panel here. What we have done to make it a bit better for your spacings is this line here that runs all the way along that back edge of that bit of tape is actually, if we move that forward 70 mil and make that one panel and that one panel, and then the spacings are a bit more even, so then you've got that metre by 2 metres, so you can cut stuff out of better. All pretty similar anyway. If we've got 3 hatches, so obviously if it comes out down along this line here, we could probably cut it out of that to get that hatch out of a 2 by 1 metre piece, and then you might be able to cut something else out of it as well, one of the other sections. I don't know, you figure it out, you're much smarter at this stuff than me. Allow a couple of mil off the outside edges of this internal hatch here, because the hatches do have this big framework sitting on them, so just a couple of millimetre there.
Just the bar going across.
Underneath that hatch there, you'll see similar to this one here. I'm going to show you it again. So just with the squiggle out, get rid of it, because we have a bar under there. This big thing here, it sits under there, which the the engine box backs up against. Then back to the duck board. Pretty simple. Just make some nice little rounds on the corners where we haven't got rounds. Rounds on all these for water flow out. Rounds around those. And then yeah, pretty basic. Alright, cheers mate. Good luck, see you out if you need me.